Well, good morning, St. Paul's. So things are changing here in Ontario, and it's great to hear that we can start to gather again in smaller groups in person with some precautions. If you're part of a home church or small group that's thinking of meeting in person, we've prepared some guidelines for you to consider as you work through that decision. You may also have heard that church buildings can now reopen with some restrictions and are wondering, what does this mean for St. Paul's on Sunday mornings? The elders of the church met last night to talk about this and to look at some of the guidelines that we're starting to see come out around churches gathering again in person. And we realized that it is going to take some time for us to put in place the practices that will allow us to open with confidence that it is both a safe and welcoming experience for everyone. And so for that reason, St. Paul's will continue to gather virtually to meet online on Sunday mornings for the remainder of the summer. The elders will meet again at the end of July to talk about this and to reevaluate the situation. And they would love to have your input into this. And so for that reason, we've prepared a survey for you to complete. This will just give us a sense of where you're at in terms of your thinking about gathering again in person. So please take a couple of minutes to fill that out for us. We're also looking at hosting a town hall meeting later on in the summer. This will be a time when you can hear from the St. Paul's leadership and ask any questions that you have. So stay tuned for details about that. This might be a bit disappointing for some of us to hear that we won't be gathering again in person on Sunday mornings for at least the rest of the summer. Last night in our conversation, the elders reminded one another that the church has never been about the building. The church has actually not been closed for the last few months. The church is about you and me and all of us. And all of us continue to be called to the same thing that we have been all along, to love the Lord and to love our neighbors as ourselves. And so we'll continue to do that in this season and still look forward to the day when we can gather in person. Thanks so much. Go in peace, St. Paul's.